Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today in my beginner series I'm going to show you how to do a granny square. So what you're going to need is your selected yarn. I am using iron weight yarn. You're also going to need a hook. I am using a 4mm hook. Darn a needle to help sew in your ends. I'm going to get you to use some stitch markers because that's going to help you work out where your next stitch you're going to go and mark your chain 2 corners. You're also going to need a pair of scissors, and then I just wanted to show you what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be starting, we're going to be making the granny square. And as you can see, obviously it's a square, so you have 4 corners, and that'll help you remember where you're going to go. So we're going to start off with the middle part here. So if you want to learn how to make a granny square, keep watching and I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to show you how to make a magic ring. You're going to leave a long tail at the end, which is going to help you weave in at the end. Okay, so what I want you to do is wrap it over your fingers. Okay, take the yarn, wrap it round and up so you make an X. Put your thumb on that X. Okay, take your fingers out. Okay, so now we've got the loop, and this is where we're going to be working into. So take your hook, grab the yarn and bring it through, and just before you pull it out you're going to chain 1. Okay, so chaining 1 helps to secure that magic ring. I'll do that again for you. So have your yarn, as I said, leave a long enough tail, we're going to be weaving that in later. Wrap it over your fingers, take the working yarn, bring it up and make a cross, make an X. Put your thumb on that and you've got a loop. Put your hook in, grab your working yarn, bring it out and chain 1. Okay, so now we've got your magic ring. So now we're going to start working on the first part of the granny square, and what we're going to be doing is doing this part here, which is one of the legs of the middle square. Okay, so we've already chained 1, we're going to chain 2 more. So put your hook underneath your yarn, grab it, pull it through. That's 1 chain. Put it under again, grab it and pull it through again. That's 2 chains, so we have 3 in total. If you want a more in-depth video on chaining, if you have a look at my playlist, I have done one which is just specifically on chaining. I also have one on how to actually hold your hook and your yarn, so we'll have a wee look at those if you're not sure. So we've done our 3 chain, that's going to count as the first treble. We're going to do a treble into the ring. So a treble will end up with 3 loops on your hook that you work into. Okay, so you're going to take your hook, you're going to put it underneath the yarn, okay, because that's called yarn over. The yarn is over the top of the hook. Put it into the ring, grab the yarn and pull it back out again. We've now got our 3 loops. 1, 2, 3. Put your hook underneath the yarn again, pull it through the first 2 loops. We've 2 loops left. Yarn under, put your hook under and pull it through the last 2. So now we've got a treble. Okay, so we've got our chain 3 and our treble. We're going to do 1 more treble. So put your hook underneath the yarn again, put it into the hole, grab the yarn and bring it up. We've got 3 loops, 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So that's the first cluster, first part of your granny square. Okay, now we're going to chain 2. So put your hook underneath your yarn and pull it through the loop on your hook and do that again. There's your chain 2. So that actually acts as the corner in your granny square. That's this bit, and then you're going to be working these clusters in later. Okay, so now we've got 1 part done, we have 3 more parts to do. Okay, so put your hook under, go into your magic ring, grab your yarn and bring it out. You've got 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2. That's your first treble done. Okay, so you're going to put yarn over into your magic ring, bring it out, got 3 loops, pull through 2 and pull through 2. That's 2 done. Do it again. So yarn over into your circle, grab your yarn and bring it up. You've got 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Okay, you can keep tightening your magic ring just a wee bit, just by pulling on the tail, just a tiny bit, just to keep that moving in. Okay, right, we have done 6 trebles in total now, so we're going to chain 2 and we're going to do the next bit. Okay, so yarn over into your magic ring and bring it out, pull through 2, pull through 2, do one more treble, and the third one. Okay, so now we've got 3 parts, so you're starting to see that it's moving up, and again just tug a wee bit so as you can see. Don't worry about how long this is because this will be useful, we will be weaving this in later. Okay, so the last part then you're going to chain 2, so 1, 2, put your yarn over into your magic ring, bring it out, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Okay, do it one more time. Okay, 3 loops, pull through 2, pull through 2, and your last one. 3 loops, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Tighten up your magic ring. Okay, so now you can start to see you now have what will resemble a square. So the last thing we need to do to finish this round then is get into the top. We're going to join it. So at the very start I got you to chain 3, and that was counting as your first treble. So you've got 1, 2, 3 is your third chain. Put your hook in between that chain at the top. Okay, don't worry about where you put it in, just make sure it goes into the chain. Put it in underneath. Okay, you're going to grab your yarn and you're going to pull it through that loop. We're not yarning over, we're not doing anything else. Pull it through and then pull it through again. That's called a slip stitch, and what you have done is effectively joined it to that one. Okay, now we need to get, what we want to do is we want to work over into this chain 2 space, because that's where we're going to start the next round. So you're going to take your hook and you're going to put it underneath the 2 loops of the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through and pull it through again. Okay, do it one more time, put it underneath the 2 loops, and you can see you've got 2 loops at the top, pull it through and pull it through again. Okay, so you've done that, you've done 3 slip stitches so far. You're going to do a 4th one. Put it into the chain 2 space, grab your yarn, pull it through. Okay, so what we have done now is we have made our first round of our granny square. Okay, so what I'm going to get you to do now is chain 3, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, take your hook out, grab one of your stitch markers and just put that in through that top loop, just so it does not come out on you. Okay, now we're going to sort out the back of our magic ring. So we're going to take it and we're going to pull it till it's really tight. Okay, so I've just turned my work over and I've pulled it so that there's no gap there anymore. Okay, take your needle and thread your needle. Okay, now all you're going to do with this bit is weave it in and out so that you're secure in that magic ring, because the last thing you want to do is cut it, because if you cut this, the whole thing will come apart. So take your needle and just weave it underneath a few stitches. Okay, and just keep doing that. We're just going to work round in a circle. You have a lot of yarn, so there's no problem. Put it in through there again. Okay, and pull. Okay, and just keep turning and just weaving it in and out. Okay, and once you've gone round once, and I can tell I've gone round once because I'm getting back to where my stitch marker is, I'm going to pull it through. Okay, so round once, turn it round again and go back the other way. Okay, and sometimes I don't like going back in where I've just come out, so I'm just going to go in through the next stitch, pull it in through and pull it through again. So what you really want to do is go in different directions so that you're really securing that end in there. Okay, most people hate sewing ends in when they're crocheting, but if you actually do some of them as you go along, you have less to do at the end. It also will stop your work from falling apart on you. Okay, so just keep it going and try not to distort your work. Okay, keep pulling through, and then what I like to try to do is put it through a stitch and pull it out. Give it a little tug so there's a wee bit of tension on it. Grab your scissors and snip. Okay, and there you go. That's your magic ring secure and your first part of your square done. That is not going to be coming out. Next I'm going to show you how to do round 2. Okay, for round 2 then we're going to be working into our chain 2 spaces. So before we go any further, what I'm going to get you to do is mark them so that you know where you're going. Okay, so I know there's a chain 2 space there because it's got the big gap. Just put your stitch marker in it. If you do not want to do this, this is entirely optional. I just know that some people struggle a bit with where they're going, so I thought it would be a good idea to show you. So go into the next chain 2 space, put in your stitch marker. Okay, go down through the next one, and if you can't find it, you're counting, remember you're counting three trebles. So 1, 2, 3, I chain 2 spaces in there. Okay, put your stitch marker in. That's right beside where I joined it, so it's a little bit tighter. Okay, but don't worry, just put your stitch marker in there and you've got it. Okay, and the last one you don't need to do because that's where you're actually going to be working. Okay, so put your hook back in, and now we're going to be starting our trebles again. So every corner in a granny square is made up of 3 trebles, chain 2, 3 trebles. Every single one of them. So every corner you're going to have 6. Okay, so our chain 3 here is counting it as the first treble, so we have 2 more to do. So you're going to yarn over, you're going to go into that space, you're going to grab the yarn and you're going to pull it up. You've got 3 loops on your hook. Pull through 2 and pull through 2. That's 1 done. Do it again. Into the space, grab your yarn and pull it up. Yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Okay, so that's our first part done. So what we have done is this bit here. Okay, you're going to chain 2 because that's going to be where we're going to work in for the 3rd round. You're going to yarn over, you're going to put it into the space and you're going to bring it up. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, do it again. And again. Okay, now just in case you forget, we're going to put your stitch marker in there because that's where we're going to be working in whenever we come back. Okay, now we want to get over to this gap. Okay, so what you can do is chain 1 so that it'll take you over. Okay, and we're going to be working into this space, so take your stitch marker out. Okay, and we're going to be working our 6 trebles in here. We're going to work in our 3 trebles, chain 2, 3 trebles into this. So yarn over into the space, you've got 3 loops, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Do it again. Okay, and 1 more go. Okay, so there's your 3 trebles. We're going to chain 2 and we're going to be working 3 more trebles. Just grab some more yarn. Okay, we're going to be working 3 more trebles. So yarn over into your space, bring it out, pull through 2, pull through 2. 1 more go. Pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, so now we've got the bottom part of our square done. We're going to be working on the top bit. I'm going to do 1 more with you. So we're going to chain 1, which is going to get us up to this space. Okay, we're going to yarn over, we're going to put it into the hole, grab your yarn and pull it out. We've got 3, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Do it again, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Okay, so the next bit we're going to chain 2 because that's going to give us our corner, and you can see that in a traditional granny square there are holes in it. And that's showing you that that's going to be where you're going to be working into that next round. Okay, so we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and do the same thing. Okay. Okay, on our last treble, so yarn over into the hole and bring it out, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Okay, so now we've got 3 corners of our granny square done. Okay, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to work into this space. Okay, yarn over, put it into your space, pull your yarn out, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Do that again. Pull through 2, pull through 2, 1 more go. pull through 2 and pull through 2. Okay, so now we've got that done. We're going to chain 2 and we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to do 3 trebles. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, now we're going to connect to this top thing. Now we're going to connect to the top of the chain 3. So you're going to chain 1 and you're going to find where the top is. So 1, 2, 3, and you're going to put it underneath one of those loops. Okay, grab your yarn and pull it through again for a slip knot. Okay, and we're going to work over into the space. Now the reason I like working into the space is that your chain 3 will leave a little bit of a seam. If it's in the corner, it is not as noticeable as it is if it's in the middle. Okay, so that's why I like working into the edge. So you're going to slip stitch underneath the into the next treble, and you're always looking for those 2 top loops. Okay, so put your yarn through, bring it, put your hook through, grab your yarn, bring it out, and pull it through. Now do not pull that too tight. Okay, do it again. So underneath the next 2 loops, yarn over, pull it through and pull it through again, and then the last one, this is your 4th slip stitch into that corner. Okay, so there's your second round done. Okay, now we're ready to start round 3. What I have done is actually just put stitch markers in all of the spaces that I'm going to be working into this time. So you should notice that every time you do a round, you will have one more space to work into on each side. So in this one, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to have 8 to work into. So every time you do this, you're going to have an extra 2. Okay. If you actually want to change colour, I'm going to show you how to do that. If you don't want to change colour, you're just going to chain 3 and continue, or if you're using a variegated yarn, this time I'm going to show you how if you do want to change colour. So you've got your loop in your stitch, you've just slip stitched in there. You're just going to chain 1, pull it through a little bit, grab your scissors and just cut your yarn. Okay, grab the loop and just pull, and all that does is tighten it. So that's that colour taken away. Now we're going to grab a next colour. Okay, we're trying to pick colours that show up on camera. Maybe not necessarily colours I would use together, but the colours that would show on camera. So what I would do is I don't want to join in with the same loop here. I'm going to join in another corner. So I'm going to go up here to where this purple one is. Okay. Now to join, all I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hook through the space. I'm going to grab a length of the yarn and I'm going to pull it through. Okay. So you can see I've just made a loop. Okay, and I've left a long enough tail so that I can work over it and I can also weave it in later. Okay, so grabbing your yarn and holding the tail just up against the side of the square, you're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Now if you didn't change colour, all you're doing is chaining 3 and you're working from here with me. Okay, so now we're going to put our corner in here. So it's going to be our chain 3, 2 trebles, chain 2 and 3 trebles. So yarn over and work into your space, pull through 2, pull through 2 and do that again. Pull through 2, pull through 2. That's 3 done. You're going to chain 2 and you're going to do 3 more trebles. And as you can see, if you have changed colour, what I am doing is I'm working over that yarn as I am working into the corner. I will weave it in later, but at the minute I'm just working over it. Okay, so that is 2 done, and we're going to do a 3rd one. Okay, so there's our corner done. Alright, now we're going to be working into this space. So take our stitch marker out. Okay, we're going to chain 1, and this time in here we're only going to be working 3 trebles. We don't want to be working a corner because it's not a corner, we're just going to be working 3 trebles. So yarn over into the space, okay, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2. Okay, do it again, pull through 2, pull through 2, and one more go, pull through 2. Okay, so now I've got our cluster of 3 in the middle. we're going to chain 1. Okay, and we're going to be working into this corner stitch. So we're going to yarn over, going to go into the corner stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and last 2, and 1 more go. Okay, so we've got 3, we're going to chain 2, and we're going to do it again. Okay, that's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and all you're going to do then is repeat this. So you're going to chain 1 here, and you're going to work 3 trebles into that space. You're going to chain 1, you're going to work 3 trebles, chain 2, 3 trebles into this space, chain 1, 3 trebles into where the red is, chain 1, 3 trebles into the yellow. And if you have changed your colour, you can be working over this yarn when you get to here, just put it beside it. So in this space you're going to work 3 trebles, chain 2, 3 trebles, and chain 1. You're going to work your last 3 trebles into here, chain 1, and then you're going to be working into the top of your chain 3 when you get to here. You're going to slip stitch in there, slip stitch in this one, and you're going to get back into this square. Okay, and then all you have to do is keep continuing this. So every extra round you're going to have 1 more cluster to go. You can make this as big or as small as you want. You can use as many colours as you want. You can only stick to 1 colour. It's entirely up to you. I hope this has been useful. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video and learning how to do your granny squares. I would really like to hear in the comments how you've got on, and if you have any suggestions for any other videos, please let me know. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.